And drama-free gaming, it is what it says, and it says what it is. It is drama-free. And so today, I'm just gonna jump right into the thick of it. First, by saying that it's rare, if at all, I've ever done a live video. Um, I just decided to fire up my mixer and set things up here and turn on a couple of lights. Forgive me if the video doesn't look pristine. Um, that's not important, at least to me. Things have changed, as the title says, and this is not clickbait. It's not. I promise, it's not clickbait. I wouldn't even know how to clickbait you, even if I was trained to do so. I'm just here because I want to talk. I just want to just get some things off of my chest. Things that have been rattling around in my head for quite some time, and I'm finally in a place where I'm actually letting go, um, and addressing things that I've realized here over the last couple of weeks, almost a month actually, that I've been wrestling with and dealing with for a long time now. Disclaimer: I am not in any way, shape, or form giving any counseling, any advice. I'm not a professional anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. And I say that because I know that there's a lot of people, at least that I've viewed, that every so often will jump on their own channels and jump here on this platform, YouTube, or other platforms, and they share their hearts. They share their person, and that's what I'm looking to do here because I need to. If not for anyone, for myself. So um, I'm here in episode 88, and this channel has been on and off. And I never started this channel for it to be anything but fun. No rhyme, no reason, no real plan, no purpose, just a place where I wanted to just gather with friends and just have a chat. If you hear any of our older episodes, um, you'll probably pick up on that. It's amazing to me when I look back at the archives and on the playlist that even though we're only 88 episodes here in, it's been 4 years, 4 years, and a lot has happened. Um, and yeah, and yet I return to this platform because, to be honest, it has helped me and it continues to help me. And I might get away from it for a while. I might not load up any content as far as gameplay and talking about news, and I'm just not interested, guys, to be honest. Um so many excellent channels out there, so many podcasters that are already doing it, and doing it well. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be another talking head. I just want to be real. I want to share with you um, just why I do this, and really, it's been for me a way of grounding myself, a way of engaging without really engaging. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, I've had difficulties throughout my life forming any sort of lasting relationships, bonding with other people. Um, Not because I don't want company, just because I just don't know how to. I've never figured that out in its totality, I guess. Um, don't get me wrong. I can be sociable. I can greet people. I teach. Um, I lead. I supervise. I have other responsibilities in my life that have put me in the front of other individuals, that I have had charge over, and I think I do it well, and I do find enjoyment. But at the end of it, I just want to retreat and shut down, and I find myself back in this place. And as you can see behind me, I mean, I've been a gamer uh, my entire life. I'm going to be 50 years old this year, and gaming has been something that has been a part of my life on and off, and now more so actually as an adult. Um, gaming has seen me through some dark times. Gaming has allowed me to escape. Gaming, excuse me, has allowed me to um, just connect at times with perfect strangers online, like back in the days when I used to be part of the Modern Warfare uh, crowd, and never for competition, never to prove anything, always for fun and to find enjoyment. And when the online scene wasn't a thing for me anymore, um, I just dived into uh, reconnecting with childhood, at least the way that I remembered it, and picking up games and reminiscing and yeah, and that's what you guys see a little bit in the background. A Dreamcast and an original Xbox, a Wii U. What else do I have back there? An Xbox 360. Those are all systems that I enjoyed. A Sega Genesis. Can't forget about the Sega Genesis. Probably my fondest memories are on there. Um, but yeah, I'm sharing this with you because I've just been um, struggling to stay grounded, struggling uh, to care, to connect. Um, I'm not hopeless, but feeling like I have no purpose, no drive. And I thought that maybe sharing that, if you've made it to this part, um, and you can relate, that maybe you can just, I don't know, take some comfort in knowing, like I know, that we're not alone, and there's no shame in this. Um, for the longest time, for my entire life, I learned to cope, to deal with, to power through, and I created this person, this character, this persona. And I'm not saying that I wasn't genuine. I don't think that I was fake, but I understand today that it was a default, something that I learned, um a defense mechanism, you might say. And instead of shutting down, and instead of you know freezing, I just took more action. I just powered through. um I work in a field as a professional, in social services, and I've done that all my life. And I seen and heard and have been part of many of people's lives. And it takes a toll on you. um that's just the truth. And I guess anything in life will eventually take its toll on you. Um, but I could only talk about and speak about my own experience, and you know I just um I just powered through everything, and I don't know if it was because I was and am still in this line of work and in this field that I know I should say, when I'm being honest with you, that there's a stigma, there's a shame. um I think as a man, no man wants to be looked at as weak or incompetent or fragile. At least I didn't want to be. And so, that in combination with the way you're raised and the circumstances that you're in, maybe you just don't have a choice. Maybe you had to grow up a certain way. You had to fend for yourself. You had to make decisions early in life, um, like I did. I had to grow up really quick. I had to um, be a mediator, a referee in my household. And things didn't get terribly bad, but they weren't good. Again, if that makes any sense. I'm not trying to create or exaggerate a scenario of my life. I'm just trying to remember it and deal with it now, because I know that has caught up to me, and I'm glad that for the first time ever in my life I'm actually addressing it. I've asked for help. I've reached out. I continue to reach out, and it's the best thing that I've ever done. If I have any regrets, is that I didn't do it sooner. And I say that because, well, we think as human beings, whether we're fathers or brothers, moms, aunts, uncles, whatever role, whatever title we might have. The reality is we affect others. We influence others, whether directly or indirectly, whether we think we are or we're not, whether we think that we are doing what we're doing in secret behind closed doors and being as discreet as possible. It's never the truth. It leaks out, and it affects others for better or worse. And there's consequences. And we just got to be real. And I just got to be real. And so, drama free gaming, um what, maybe born 4 years ago. I don't know. I was messing around on a platform that used to be called Mixer on Xbox, and yeah, remember that Mixer? And yeah, I kind of like stumbled into the streaming and being on video and gaming live, and it was what it was for a while. And I met some good people that I still am in contact with today, and I'm grateful for that. Um, People who still tell me you should do more of what you do. You should do more of your videos. You should do more of your podcasting. And I'm like saying to myself, what is it? I mean, I'm nobody. I'm just a dude. Um, but I love this. I love to just I love the whole process. I love to the technology. I love to figure things out. I love to, tinker. I love to build, computers and self-taught and just figuring it out. And it's fun. it stimulates my mind, it keeps me busy, it keeps me growing. And I'll be honest, I would love to do this more. And maybe with this change, maybe I'll find myself here behind this mic, just getting on this platform, drama free gaming, and not worrying about, oh, I don't have gameplay to show you. You know, love you, but that's not what I'm about here. We can talk about gaming, if you jump in the chat and maybe, I don't know, I can't even guarantee that. Some of the changes that have happened since I've been dealing with what's been going on up here and has been that gaming for me has changed. And I went out and I already shared with you what I have here in the background, and off here to my right, your left on the video if you're watching this. I have my PlayStation 5, I have my Xbox Series X, I have an Xbox Series S. I mean, I have everything. A gaming computer that's like literally sitting right off to my right on top of my desk. And I haven't played. I haven't played. I got my Quest VR headset that I've played, and I will tell you, I am I am caught up right now in the sim racing scene. And I didn't know how popular sim racing was or is, and but man, I'm glad that I've been exposed to it. I can't even tell you how. I mean, I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear. Thinking of how was it that I fell into it. I think it was me picking up games like Burnout and Project Gotham Racing 2 for the original Xbox. And um, of course, Outrun. And yeah. And those games, and going back to a genre that I've never really been involved with other than Outrun. I love Outrun. I've said it here a million times. And shout out to Dark Dad. That's my brother from another mother. Y'all know him as Jay. He jumps on these chats with me sometimes, and he's got his stuff going on and I got my stuff going on, and we're just trying to live life, guys. And for whatever this video is worth, if you tune in, if you've made it this far, I don't know. I don't know what you find interesting about it. I'm just chatting, but I am grateful, and I hope that just me talking just allows you to realize that we're just people, and we're just trying to make it through. And sometimes we thrive, and sometimes we drag, and you know, gaming has been and continues to be um that staple in my life that somehow some way it gives me something to look forward to. And so I mean, I've put down all the consoles. I'm not gonna get rid of them. Because me in the past, I would just be tired of something and I would just get rid of it. I can't tell you how many systems I've purchased and sold and repurchased. And I realize now that that was just part of my sickness, part of my mental illness, was just being done with things, and I would just get rid of them. I literally had to just move on, and not just with games, and not just with material things, but with people. And so yeah, I just, you know, but I know now. I know hopefully I know better. And And I want to relate to you if you're seeing this, and if anything that I'm saying is clicking or making sense, talk to somebody. Um, get some good people around you. Get some professional help if that's what you need. Um, because life is good. It can suck sometimes, and we may be doing things we don't want to do, and but you know what, gaming is fun. I want to be around for gaming, and especially now, man. And I know, guys, I'm here just talking off the top of my dome, and I'm going between the whole how I'm feeling and my own personal, journey with my mental health and gaming, and I keep going between all of them, and it'll make sense, I guess. But going back to sim racing, yeah, I started off with a Ferrari branded, I believe it's a Thrustmaster. I think I have the wheel behind me or something somewhere. It's on the floor now because I connected it to my Xbox and started to play. What was I playing? I think it was one of the Forza Horizon games. I'm not sure which one it was. I have it there, and I slapped the steering wheel on it and the pedals. And for the first time, other than a Mario Kart game or playing Outrun on the arcade way back in the games with a steering wheel, I actually sat down with at my home console in front of my TV and started just driving around the world of Forza Horizon. Um, I want to say it's Forza Horizon 3, the one with the seasons. Anyways, maybe it's 4, I don't know. But started playing, and the more I started driving with an actual wheel and pedals, just the better I felt. And I started saying to myself as I was feeling better, to be honest, I was just like, wow, this is new. I mean, it wasn't the first time that I drove with a wheel, but it was the first time that I actually like paid attention and gave it an actual try. Um, and just got lost in that world for a while, and that just sparked something in my psyche. And I quickly uh went and through, I believe, I'm not sure if it was, it's not Game Pass. I think I had it already in my library. I had downloaded it before a whiles ago. I think it was one of those Xbox Gold games or whatnot. It was a Project Cars 2, I think. And threw that on, and I was like, whoa. I know some of you guys are listening to this and you're like, really? Project Cars 2? Like, dude, you're late, like real late. But I'm just, again, I'm sharing this because this is the wonder of gaming and how it's always affected my life. And it's always affected my life for good. And just when I think I'm done with gaming, another area, another genre opens up. And now it's sim racing. And I'm not sim racing on consoles. Let me just be straight with you guys. I've completely moved over to my gaming PC. And to the point where I unplugged the the toy of a steering wheel that I had, because I was like, I need more. I needed something else to be more immersed. And I had no clue. I had no clue where to start. So of course, I jumped on YouTube and started watching videos and started learning about uh, wheel driven and gear driven and direct drive steering wheels. And wow, like, guys, I'm sharing this because this it caught me. Sim racing caught me at a time where I was just getting ready to just self destruct again, getting ready just to burn the bridge and to put myself in a place that I didn't need to be, but I was all too familiar with it. And the reality is, guys, at least in my case, I'm too old for this crap. I'm just gonna say it. It's exhausting. It doesn't get easier. And I say that it doesn't get easier unless you ask for help. We all need help. We all need somebody at some time in our life. None of us is a island unto ourselves. We need, we're needy by nature. We need one another. And so yeah, sim racing has got his hooks on me, and I went and got a Moza R5 direct drive bundle. Look it up, Moza, Moza. And I mean, I know there's a bunch of them now out there. There's, SimCube and Fanatec and Logitech and all these other, companies out there. But, I decided I landed on Moza. It was priced uh, as an introductory to sim racing and as a complete noob like me. And I just said, you know what, I could afford this. I'm gonna pick this up. And I went ahead and did so and got a little cart type thing off of Amazon. And that's where I'm at right now. And I'm enjoying it. And so, excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's, on top of talking to someone and getting help, I'm sorting things out. And sim racing is a great thing. I've gotten into F1 racing, and I like the GT cars, but my default is like the F1 and the hyper cars, and just this world that's always been here, and I've never paid it mind until now. So yeah, um, I started my journey, and I wanted to share with you guys that yeah, things have changed, and I want to just thank you again if you've listened this far. Um, I'm not gonna say the whole cliche thing about the channel and that, oh, things are gonna be different and I'm going to be uploading more. I'd be lying if I said that, but I hope so. I hope that I can come back and continue to share my journey and continue to weave or interweave within my journey of just addressing my own issues gaming and and just talking about this thing that we love, gaming. I love gaming. I may not have the zeal for it all the time or the interest or the time, but it's here to stay. And I'm not ashamed to be a gamer. And like I said earlier, I hope to be around to experience more of it, to be of sound mind, body, spirit, and just to share that with you guys, and hopefully it connects with you. It helps you out. Hopefully you know that there's one more person in the fight with you. That's me and time. All right, guys. I've blabbed for quite some time, and actually, I there's nothing that's stopping me from not continuing on. I don't really care that the video's already 30 minutes long. I could go on talking and talking and talking because I just feel like it just makes me feel better when I do. But I think I'm gonna stop it here. I'll probably wind up making another video, or who knows. But until next time, be good, do good, and try to keep your life and your gaming drama free. I'll catch you guys hopefully sooner than later. Take care.